Alright, welcome back to part 3 of using OpenZeppelin to your ERC20 token, ERC token. So when you're done with creating specifying your Solidity version, which I said must be quite higher than what you specified in your Solidity file. Now in your directory, what you have to run is ganache-cli. Now what it will eventually show is that ganache command is not found. Now what you have to do, it means you have to install through your npm, you have to install ganache global CLI. So you just wait for some seconds so that it's going to be installed. Alright, just hold on for some seconds. Okay, fine. So hallelujah, our ganache has been installed. So let me quickly go back brief through again to what we said here. So I said when you open your truffle config file, then you search for SOLC. Now where this is actually applicable is that you have to ensure that the version value here is greater than what you specify in the Solidity file, or it might be the same, but it must be, just for trying to prevent errors, must be greater than. Then you save, Ctrl S to save your file. So then in also the terminal, because we'll be using ganache CLI for our account, so what we have to do is to run your ganache CLI. Then it gives you an error of your ganache-cli command is not found. Then you install it through the npm. Then when you install through the npm, you have to now enter again ganache CLI. Now this will actually start ganache CLI. What this was that this ganache CLI for in the terminal environment, it holds. Let me come back here. Okay, now this is it. What it does that it holds 10 accounts. This is 0, 1, 2. When you count it as a normal figure, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, it holds 10 accounts, and it is generated by test, of course, just for testing purposes. It is also followed by the account, respective account private numbers in here. Private number for that account, private number for this account. This is just a test. It's not a real account, so you can't actually use a fraud. It's just a test. Then the other method details that about the development server that follows. You have the mnemonics, then the gas price, the gas limit, the core gas price. Now the last line, which is the listing on this, tells you that this ganache CLI is listed on this port version, on this place here. This is the default port location. It is listing 127.0.0.18545. It's a listing in here. Now the default is defined in your truffle config file also. So what you have to do is just open a new terminal. You can just come here and click on plus. Now it actually creates a new terminal. So this is my first terminal, because it's listing here. I can't do anything just because I'm trying to run some codes. I'm using truffle. Then now in this place, you have to change your directory. In this window, so change your directory to token, to what you created, token 20. Now what you have to do in this directory, now in this terminal, and the directory, just type in truffle build. Remember, don't close that previous one you're doing. Just click on this to open a new terminal. Then in that new terminal, change your directory to the name, of course, you created, token 20. Then on your truffle build. So you just hold on for a while for display some information to you. So you just hold on. Now in my, let's say, public ERC20. Okay. Now it shows the one that visibility for the constructor. Actually, it went through though, but it was showing that visibility is just a warning. So this is not really something to be frightened about. It's just a warning. It's not really necessary to pay details to it. It's just a warning. Doesn't mean your code won't run through. That's what. So now because I click on trophy build, now it was able to fetch my Solidity version. Then it downloaded my compiler, which is N31. Then it compiles my own Solidity I created. Then it compiles the OpenZeppelin also. Then looking at it also compile OpenZeppelin, metadata, compile OpenZeppelin contracts, context. This is what it will compile most of the information from OpenZeppelin in respect to our ERC20. So the artifact is written to this learning token to build contracts. That's where the artifact is written to. Now, in a better contract, in addition to this contract that is defined in the contract folder, now the contract in the OpenZeppelin, like I said, is also compiled. It takes everything and compile. So it makes sure that the build is finishes. All the compilation process is finished before it can now go further to get to the artifact and show that okay, this is successful. So this is actually the end of this basic tutorial. And I'm trying to use OpenZeppelin to compile, to use OpenZeppelin for your ERC20 token, for your token rather. So this is a straightforward implementation of your ERC20 token. You can see that it's actually easy to write your own token that it inherits some functions and events that is already defined in OpenZeppelin. Now, token, what I will just try to say that it's important to also remember that token, that the name token is just referring to an asset, or the access right that is managed by some, of course, nodes of computers, or let's just say blockchain network. This token is an important item so that you can incorporate in your blockchain network. When you incorporate that, I think it gives you that more security and more privacy in terms of blockchain network. So thank you so much for listening. I'm that guy once again. I'm Solidity developer. Thank you.